Welcome to the Fear and Greed Business News Afternoon Report for Wednesday, the 6th of November, 2024. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon, we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about. Story number 1, Donald Trump is favourite to win the US presidential poll after winning several of the battleground states, or at least leading, including Pennsylvania, which has all-important 19 electoral college votes and is a must-win for Kamala Harris. Mr. Trump has won North Carolina, another key state, and he's leading in Georgia. As we go to where, the New York Times has put the chance of Mr. Trump winning at 90%. The Democrats and Kamala Harris are unlikely to concede the vote until tomorrow, Australian time, given the closeness of the race. But as it stands right now, Donald Trump is set to become the 47th president of the US and only the second to win the job, having previously lost it. Story number 2, it seems markets are certainly confident of a Trump victory, with the US dollar jumping and Bitcoin hitting a new record. The US dollar's up 1.5% against other major currencies, the biggest one-day move since March 2020. It's at a 4-month high. That's hit the Aussie dollar, which has slumped more than 1%. It's down to just above 65 US cents. Bitcoin hit an all-time record of $74,400 a unit. It's up about 80% this year. Local crypto exchanges said volumes were extremely high today. With the US dollar high, some commodities are feeling the pressure. Copper, for example, is lower. Gold's the outlier. It's still trading close to record highs. Bond yields have risen. Trump's plans to restrict immigration and place tariffs on imports are inflationary and could mean higher interest rates for longer. Story number 3, the local share market certainly seemed enthused by the election results, with the S&P ASX 200 closing up nearly 1% to 8,200 points. The general feeling is that Trump is better for equities. We'll wait and see on that one. Tech stocks, financials and consumer discretionary companies did best. Energy stocks were worst. Commonwealth Bank hit a record high of $145.31. Quite the juggernaut, that company. It's up 45% over the past year. National Australia Bank releases its full-year results tomorrow. ANZ is on Friday. Domain dropped sharply after delivering a trading update, and Mineral Resources was down after the Future Fund, the country's biggest investor, said it would seek more information from the board on Chris Ellison's involvement in a tax evasion scheme. Chris Ellison, of course, is the founding CEO of that company. Story number 4, Fortescue Metals Group held its annual general meeting today. Executive Chair Andrew Forrest said this company still planned to be a major player in green energy despite its retreat from hydrogen. Mr. Forrest said that the company wants to eliminate the use of fossil fuels in its iron ore operation by 2040. Now, a couple of months ago, back in July, hydrogen dropped its green hydrogen ambitions. Basically, they were too expensive, too hard. Technology breakthroughs, Mr. Forrest says, as well as electrification of the mining fleet, will get Fortescue to that 2040 ambition of no fossil fuels. Fortescue also said it will lean on the government to help reduce the cost of producing green energy. And story number 5, industrial property group Goodman has done more power deals for a new wave of data centres that it's developing globally. Goodman is the 9th largest company on the ASX. It's up 65% over the last year, the best of the top 10. It now has a network of $80 billion worth of global properties. It held its AGM today. It says it will push further into data centres, but one of the big questions, of course, is power. How do you get power into these centres? The CEO, Greg Goodman, said data centres would end up being built near industrial parks in places like Western Sydney. That's it for the afternoon report for Wednesday, the 6th of November, 2024. Don't forget to hit follow on the podcast and find Fear and Greed on LinkedIn, Instagram, X, TikTok and Facebook. Join Adam Lang and I tomorrow morning for the Fast 5 by Fear and Greed. The top 5 business stories you need to know in just 5 minutes. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.